Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into something that all of us have probably struggled with at some point in our lives. Laziness. You've probably asked yourself, why am I so lazy? And maybe even felt guilty about it. But guess what? I'm here to tell you, you're not alone. Today we're going to uncover the reasons behind laziness. And, more importantly, we're going to talk about how you can turn it around. So stick around until the end because we've got some motivating tips coming your way. Alright, first things first. Let's talk about laziness. It's a term we throw around a lot, but what does it really mean? Laziness is often seen as the lack of desire or energy to do things, especially things we know we should do. Whether it's avoiding a project, skipping a workout, or procrastinating on something you know you'll regret later, we've all been there. But here's the thing. Laziness isn't always what we think it is. It's not about being a bad person or lacking willpower. In fact, it's often a sign of something deeper going on in your mind and body. Let's break it down. Physical exhaustion. Sometimes, our bodies are just plain tired. When you're mentally and physically drained, your motivation takes a nosedive. Stress, poor sleep, and even diet can play a big role. If your body isn't feeling its best, your mind follows suit. Have you been getting enough rest lately? Lack of clear goals. Another reason you might feel lazy is that you don't have a clear, actionable goal. When there's no clarity about what you're working toward, it's easy to feel directionless. And let's be real, when we don't have a roadmap, we tend to stay parked in the driveway, right? Overwhelm and anxiety. Overwhelm is a sneaky little villain. When we have too much on our plate, the brain goes into a sort of freeze mode. You might look at that to-do list and feel paralyzed, unable to make the first move. That's when the procrastination kicks in. So you tell yourself, I'll do it later, but later never comes. Fear of failure. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Laziness can be a defense mechanism against failure. It's much easier to avoid something than to face the possibility of not succeeding. If you don't try, you can't fail. But here's the thing. You also can't succeed. And that's where the real growth happens. Lack of motivation or inspiration. Sometimes, we just don't feel inspired. It's normal to feel unmotivated, especially if you're not doing something that excites you, or if you're stuck in a routine that drains your energy. If you're not passionate about what you're working on, it's easy to push it to the back burner. Now that we know what might be behind our laziness, let's talk about how to fix it. The first thing we need to understand is this. Motivation isn't always going to be there. Some days, you're going to feel fired up and ready to take on the world. But other days, not so much. And that's okay. Motivation is powerful, but discipline is the real secret sauce. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when you don't feel like it. Discipline is what drives you to work on your goals, even when it's hard. So how do we build that discipline? Alright, let's get into some practical tips you can start using today to beat that laziness. Break tasks into bite-sized pieces. Instead of looking at a big task and feeling overwhelmed, break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. If you need to write an essay, don't think about the whole thing. Just focus on writing the introduction. If you need to clean your house, start with just one room. Small wins lead to bigger wins, and before you know it, you've completed the whole thing. Create a daily routine. Consistency is key. The more you can make positive actions a part of your daily routine, the less you'll have to rely on motivation. Whether it's working out every morning, reading a chapter of a book, or making a to-do list, routines help build momentum. Set clear, achievable goals. Goal setting is crucial, but here's the twist. Make sure your goals are clear and realistic. Instead of saying, I want to get fit, say, I'll work out for 30 minutes, 4 days a week. Write it down, break it into steps, and celebrate each small victory along the way. Eliminate distractions. We live in a world full of distractions. Our phones, social media, TV, you name it. If you want to get things done, set boundaries for yourself. Turn off notifications, set a timer for focused work, and find a quiet place to work without interruptions. Get active. It sounds counterintuitive, right? But when you're feeling lazy, one of the best things you can do is move. Go for a walk, stretch, do some jumping jacks. Anything that gets your blood pumping. Exercise boosts energy and helps clear your mind. Finally, let's talk about mindset. The way you view laziness can make a huge difference. Instead of beating yourself up for being lazy, Try to reframe it as an opportunity for growth. When you feel unmotivated, it's a signal. It's a signal that you need rest, clarity, or a shift in perspective. And that's perfectly fine. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It's about consistency over time. So don't expect to be a productivity machine overnight. Start small, build momentum, and celebrate progress, not perfection. So, to wrap it all up, laziness is normal. It's part of being human. But the key is understanding why it happens and taking action to move past it. Don't let laziness define you. Instead, let it be a stepping stone to growth. Start small, stay disciplined, and remember that every step forward is progress. You've got this. I believe in you. So next time you feel lazy, just remember, it's okay, but don't stay there. Keep moving, keep pushing, and you'll reach your goals, one step at a time. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Let me know in the comments what's one thing you're going to do today to beat laziness. I'll see you in the next video.